Okay, so I just wanted to tell my story, and I keep like thinking I gotta make a good video, and how am I gonna edit this and do all these things, and then I just thought, you know what? Just gonna tell my story, and how many videos have we all watched that have not been the best editing on YouTube? Just like right now, my camera is wobbling wherever. Anyway, so where I am right now, brief run up. In November of 2021, excuse me, I really didn't want to do editing, so watch me scratch my face. Oh my god, I'm real, people. Um, so in November of 2021, I just felt like I just felt numb inside. Like I didn't feel like I wanted to feel. So I decided to explore my mental health. And 6 months prior to this, so like in the summer of 2021, I was going to a Chinese medicine doctor for acupuncture, because I had just a lot of issues. Like I wasn't able to sleep, and I have Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism. So I was just kind of trying to explore that. That didn't make sense to me. And I was going there, and when you do your intake there, they're like, list all of your past traumas, including financial, emotional, childhood, divorce, bankruptcy, all of the things. And of course, I had all of the things. And childhood trauma, I was, sexually abused, I was all of these things. And I wrote them down. And when I went to when the Chinese medicine doctor came in, Dr. Michelle, she said, "You've had a lot of trauma." I was on like 3 heart pills a day, well, like blood pressure pills. I had uncontrollable blood pressure. I had Hashimoto's, hypothyroidism, pre-diabetic, high triglycerides. Some of that stuff has worked out, some of it is not. Anyway, she's like, "You've had a lot of trauma. How do you cope?" And I was like, "I don't know, laugh and, brush it under the rug." And she's like, "If you get that fixed, you're not going to have the heart issues that you have." And I was like, okay. So I listened to her say that 6 months earlier. At that point, she suggested EMDR. And I waited until November, and then I just was like, I was not able to do anything. Like, I have all these big wants and goals to do things in my life, and I just couldn't. Like, I would have tasks and I couldn't. And it's like things like making phone calls, things that, in my good days, I could do without a problem, but like it would take me all day to make a phone call, or all day to do a simple task that should have taken me 5 or 10 minutes. And so I scheduled a mental health appointment, and I had an intake with a girl, and she said that I had chronic PTSD and I had major depressive disorder. And she said, "You don't have to see me." She's like, "We have therapists, all different kinds of therapists. If you want a certain age, a male or a female, or if you want whatever you want, we can pair you up with somebody." And I was like, I like you. Can I stay with you? And I did. And so that kind of began a journey, a healing journey, that I did in private. It wasn't until April that I started filming myself. And the reason I started filming myself was because I'm a real estate broker, and at least I was, or I have an active license, but I've not been able to work for a couple of years, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Maybe somebody can give me some business advice. Anyway, now I lost my train of thought. So I just couldn't work. Anyway, I did all of that therapy from like November to April. Oh, I'm sorry. That's where it was. I was filming myself because I was doing videos for my real estate company. I really wanted to make that grow. And I was really awkward in front of the camera. It was like stage fright. So I had read somewhere that if you wanted to get better at talking in front of the camera, just be comfortable. Like if you're cooking dinner, record yourself. And if you're on the phone, record yourself. And at some point, you're going to become more comfortable. And that's just what I did. And as I was doing this, I was like, I think I have a bigger story than my real estate company videos. That didn't resonate with me. And then, so I started doing EMDR. I started doing talk therapy. I was really like getting deep with some stuff, working some things out. And if you're not familiar with EMDR therapy, it's eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. And basically what you do is you take a thought, a memory, something traumatic. I'll show some of this in my future videos of my own therapy, but you take a traumatic event and you kind of replace it with a better memory of it, something more positive, or you're just trying to retrain your thoughts. So anyway, when you do that, then I was doing my therapy over Zoom, and then my therapist would go like this, and it would go for a series of times, and then like it ends up reprogramming your mind. Anyway, it's really cool. You should check it out. I actually have a video of a ball, and you can do it yourself, but I've never made a video on how to explain how to do it, so you might want to look that up, but you can look at my ball here. Anyway, I started filming myself, and I'm glad that I did, because now that I'm actually looking at my stuff, it's like I'm gonna help so many people with this. I vowed when I was like on the couch twitching and convulsing and reaching out to everybody I possibly could, and nobody understood, and it's just all part of the process. I'm okay now. This is not a story about woe was me, or man, that was so hard, nobody helped me. Like, I have grown leaps and bounds, and I am like a completely different person. And there's some people in my life that can't handle that I'm a completely different person. And I think that's probably because we were all trauma bounded together. Is that a word? Trauma bounded? Trauma bond? It's trauma bonds. Like, we don't want to confront our own shit, and then we, deflect on other people. Like, it's your fault. You made me do this. But everything's all within. And once we can fix this within, like, we can have a golden life, and everything's fucking great. So anyway, I know that I'm rambling. There's a huge part of me that thinks that maybe I sound crazy. And to some people, I always will, because we just aren't on the same frequency or path. But if we are, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing 30 videos in the next 30 days. And this is video number 1. Thanks for watching.